Hello everyone and welcome to the Trade Ideas live trading room recap for Friday, June the 29th. My name is Barry Anderson, moderator of your room. Any questions for me, you can use this email address. This is a link for our free room. You do not have to be a member of Trade Ideas to be in our free trading room. This is a link for a subscription. You'll see a promo code there for 15% off in the body of this email. It's 15% off either the first month or the whole year of a either standard or premium subscription. I open the room at about 9 o'clock Eastern Time and go to 3:30 Mondays to Thursdays and 3 o'clock on Fridays. All right, well, kind of an interesting day. Let me show you the first thing that happened for me. I got up a little bit later today in the morning. I took a look at this one in the pre-market. Of course, I missed it all through here. They did have good, well, what appeared to be really good news. So I decided just to take this trade. It was just over the whole number, and I took the trade. I think it was at 11.19. Took it at 11.19. Watched it fly all the way up to 11.48. Then as it was moving down, I decided to get out, and got out at 11.40. Interesting that once the market opened, it just almost collapsed. I mean, it's almost back to where it started yesterday. So this news, even though there was a flurry of excitement in the pre-market, it just did not sustain it. So we see that a lot. Not so much on stocks of this size. Usually the sub $5 stocks. This is a. Let me do one thing here when I get the symbol linking, because I'm sure that, of course, this is in the bio sector. And anyway, we'll see what happens on Monday. I mean, maybe this is the sell-off is just huge profit taking. I really don't know. One of the things I loved about it though is that if you look at the daily chart, back this out just a little bit, look at the room it had. So I was really hoping that it would, it was taking out this area right there. Got all. We don't see the pre-market here, but it got up to obviously up to this area right there. And I was hoping it might take this out and then look at the void. So anyway, I would keep this on. I still have an alert set right there. I think it's just under $12. And on Monday or next week, maybe it'll take that out and start to really attack that void. Now, I did something I don't normally do. TCDA is an IPO. IPO'd yesterday. And I know we had some problem with the data yesterday with Trade Ideas. I couldn't trade it because we didn't have the volume data at all, even though we had the chart data. Anyway, the bottom line is that, let's go to a 15-minute time frame. Decided that I might be trying to swing this one. So when it broke over 29, it was right around here. There's that red bar ignored. So there was the initial thrust, and then that red bar, and then all of a sudden it just really zoomed up. So I did, and I share size accordingly in terms of potentially holding this as a swing. So I got in literally right at 29, and put a mark right there. You know how I love to take the stocks right around the whole number. Now I did sell some. Now this wasn't an easy hold. This actually did a few things up and down. The spread was horrible. But as I said in the room, because I'm looking to perhaps swing this one, I share sized accordingly. I almost had about a $2 stop, so that'll probably indicate how many shares I took. Obviously fewer shares with a $2 stop. Anyway, I did get out of some of this trade at 30.25. That's close enough. So now that is allowing me to kind of hold on through all these gyrations. If it got back to 29, I'll probably get out. I don't want to swing it if it goes right back to where I bought it. But if it can hold this area, especially if it gets over 30, I'd love to hold what I have left. Now, I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about GBR. Now, Holly. If you have Holly, you know that we have 3 different versions of Holly now. If you right click on that on your AI strategy window and you look at the segments, you'll see we've got Holly Grail, Holly 2.0, Holly Neo. This is our original Holly, and these are getting more aggressive. Aggressive in terms of the filters, maybe tighter stops, things like that. So it's a little more aggressive. Anyway, the unique thing about this, or what happened today, is that see this one called the little big guy. Well, the little big guy made it into all the 3 Holly strategies, the versions we have. And also, GBR made it in all at the same time. Now, we haven't had these three, we haven't had three versions of Holly up for that long, so I don't know if that is unique. I have a feeling it is, and it's something that we really should be able to track going forward. In other words, if in all three Holly versions you get the same stock triggering at the same price, that's really probably telling us something. So look at what happened. There was the trigger, 167 for GBR and all the Hollies. And my goodness, look what it did, all the way up to 440 before it finally started to pull back. I actually did. Now, I was actually trying to get this stock right around here, and I just kept missing it. I was it was moving a little too fast. Though, obviously in retrospect, even if I had paid $2 for it, it would have been fine. But if I'd known it was going to do this, of course I wouldn't have cared. But I'm just saying that going forward, if we do see one stock, the same stock, triggered in all three Hollies at the same time, definitely have to sit up and take notice on that one. Now, I actually did end up taking this one. Very late, of course, but I watched it. I think it pulled back below 4. I ended up taking this trade right around here. Right around here. That's 411. It did pop up to 437. I got out at 422 and 429. I knew it was just probably going to be a quick scalp. I have to remember what happened with this one yesterday. Now, you can't see it. We see it on the daily? I don't think we'll see it on the daily. Yeah, I'm sorry. There's the pre-market action. Look where it got to. 367, and it sold off for the balance of the day. It dropped $2. Horrible drop for a $3 stock, of course. So this one, I was quite amazed to see, when you look at the daily chart, to see that it had this fantastic comeback. I mean, this is normal market hours. It hit 361 and it closed $2 lower, and yet today it just zoomed up. So, and this, I have no news on this. I don't think there's any news that I can see. I think people were trying to find the next PED, because if you do remember PED on this day, this was a small energy play. So a lot of people were looking for another small energy play the next day. And so that's why GBR and a few others were really moving. And even PED moved that day until, it also fell off. But so I was quite surprised to see that GBR, the strength it had after the big sell-off yesterday. And let's see. You know what? That's about it. I tried a couple of other little trades on crosses and all. Nothing. Yes, SNX I tried. This is an earnings play. I was a little bit early, unfortunately, on it. The 15-minute time frame. Waiting for the break of 100 right there. I think I took it on this candle right there, and it popped up, and then eventually it did move down. I was looking for about a $4 move, which it did. I was just a little early, and I did not get back into it. And that's about it. That's enough, I think. One other one. I am in this one. I might get stopped out. I tried to short this one on this cross. I'm sorry, on a topping. We have this one window called the bouncers toppers. And you can see it right there, basically looking for stocks that might be topping out and then shorting them. And so I think I took the short right around here. And also the SPY was moving down at that point. I think you need the SPY working for you. I got stopped out for a 4-cent loss. Then I decided, hey, on this bar right there, I decided to go long. And at 30.62, I think. And I may get stopped out on the downside. So, I mean, it's not gonna be a big loss. Just watching it right now, make sure that'll be my stop out on so about a 10-cent stop on the long side. Now, one of the things is there is the 200-day. Probably should have looked at that a little more closely also. So, is that right? Yeah, that is the 200-day, 20 at 60. No, that is not. Oh, that's the 200-day on the. I'm sorry, that's the 200 moving average on the 15 minutes. So that really doesn't come into play, I don't think. Anyway, quite a week for me. I got back from my holidays on Wednesday, late Tuesday night, I guess, and got a jet lag for Wednesday and Thursday. Feeling a little bit better today. Back to normal next week, though. And now there is a holiday in Canada on Monday, Canada Day, so but I'll definitely be in the room. And then of course the U.S. holiday is on the 4th, and that's when the room, of course, will be shut down. So I hope if you're Canadian, I hope you have a great long weekend. And if you're not, well, I hope you have a great weekend. So again, this is the email address that you can send me any questions you might have. And again, this is the link for our free trading room. No strings attached. We don't ask for a credit card. It's completely free. All we ask is that you give us your email, then you set up a password one time to get into the room. You don't have to be a member of Trade Ideas. This is a link for a subscription. I'll open the room Monday morning at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. Hope to see you there. Bye-bye.